Do you usually prefer slim smartphones? Are you one of those looking for a premium design but a mid-range smartphone? Well, that's what I have today. Welcome back to my channel. So today I have with me this ultra sleek matte finish design smartphone from the house of Oppo. It's the Oppo F17 Pro. So let's quickly roll the intro and get back to unboxing. So let's remove this now. And the satisfaction of removing this. Ah. So let's turn this on. Okay, so I'll quickly set this up and get back to you. Till then, oh ho 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 ho. And it's turned on. So this is pretty much the home screen. Man, I just love this color. Seriously, it's a matte finish, blue matte finish. You can see. If you can hear that. So this is the Oppo F17, which has this ultra sleek design with a thickness of 7.48 mm and rounded curves at the edges, giving it a more streamlined profile. On the left you get volume control buttons, a SIM card tray, whereas on the right you get a power on off button. On the bottom you get a USB Type-C port, a 3.5 mm headphone jack, speaker grill and a microphone. On the front is the 6.43 inches Full HD AMOLED display with a resolution of 2400 x 1080 with a max brightness of 800 nits, a 96% color gamut, a refresh rate of 60 Hz. So nowadays most manufacturers come out and a mini dual punch hole with an integrated 16 megapixel selfie camera and a 2 megapixel front depth camera that shoots up to 1080p at 120 fps, giving you more screen real estate, and all these are packed under Corning Gorilla Glass 3. On the rear is the quad camera setup, which has one 48 megapixel main camera that can shoot up to 4K at 30 fps, 8 megapixel fixed focus wide angle camera and a pair of 2 megapixel mono lens camera. The quad camera setup is mounted on the F17's matte finish back, which gives it a premium look and feel. The F17 Pro is powered by a 2.2 GHz MediaTek Helio P95 octa-core processor and has a IMG 9XM HP8 970 MHz GPU. It also comes with a 8GB RAM and 128GB storage and an external memory support as well. It comes with a 30W Whoop flash charger that powers a 4050 mAh battery and runs on ColorOS 7.2 based on Android 10 platform. So if you see the display here, it's quite huge, but whenever you are holding it in your hand like this, it's pretty sleek. So one can get mistaken for the big display, but yeah, the phone is very sleek. So that's the main part. Second thing is the back cover, which is anti-fingerprint. So you don't need to worry about the fingerprints damaging the back. So then comes the fingerprint sensor, which is amazingly fast. Like even if I show it to you again, it's quite fast. And right now the brightness, I have set it to full actually. So even if I set this to half, it's still bright. So that's another thing. Basically, nowadays if you see, most of the manufacturers come out with a narrow bezel design for the smartphone, and we can as much see here as well in this device. And what they have done is, here are the mini dual punch holes. So instead of giving a water drop notch here above, they have given this mini dual punch holes, so that actually gives you a more screen real estate. So that's another thing. But one thing to remember is that when you're using this device, the proximity sensor lies here in the upper part of the display. So if you're really concerned about a protection for this display, I would recommend you to refer the Oppo website for their official layout of protector and film. So even that's mentioned on their website. You can just have a look. So this this device has actually got a quad camera setup and it's pretty well doing its job. So right now, if I am checking the main camera, so this is the main camera and this is the selfie mode. Yeah, and it is doing its job. So this is the portrait. Okay, this is the video and this is the night mode. Yeah, it's actually doing its job. So if you compare the colors, like the final output representation of colors, it's more of a vivid than of a flat. So at least for me it's not that appealing, but that again it's an individual choice. Yeah, but all in all the camera is pretty well. Even if I click this, yeah, it's good. So this phone has also got a MediaTek engine, MediaTek Hyper engine. So the MediaTek Hyper engine is specifically designed and enhanced for gaming experience, which also has this anti-lag algorithm smooth that gives you a smoother processing. So here is the game space if you see. So I have to actually add games here. I normally don't play any games because I'm not that game person. But if you are adding any games, you have to just add them here to get started. So that's another thing. Coming on to the battery. This device is powered by a 4015 mAh battery with a 30 watt Whoop flash charge. Now the website says that 5 minutes of battery charge can give you a 4 hours of talk time. I haven't tried it though, so if anyone has tried it, please let me know down in the comment section. Priced at 22,990, this device is a great buy for the people who consider design and looks as the first priority. Even for the display that it has to offer, it's quite good. Basically what I love the most is these narrow bezels and this mini dual punch holes offering you the maximum screen real estate. So that's a major plus point there when it comes to display size, as nowadays many people are actually fond of bigger displays on smartphones. Well, this phone does stand out with its matte finish back, so it feels really premium whenever you're holding this in your hand. So end of the day, spending 22,990 on a premium design smartphone is what you're looking for. This one's a great choice. So that's all with the F17. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Please do hit the like and the subscribe button. Till then, bye bye.